Yo, what's up, guys? So I'm sure, as you guys all know, Fantastic Four comes out this Friday. I will be there. I got some tickets. I'll be way over in Del Amo Mall at the crack of night, but I'll be there to see it. And man, I can't help but realize how much I love this group. You know, I used to read the comics when I was younger, not as much as I would have liked to, I'll admit. It was really hard to get into them based on some of the writing and some of the stuff that went down. I couldn't really connect with the characters in the way that like my dad did or my other friends or family. But if there's one thing I can really say, those 2000 movies, the 2008, I think in 2009 and 10, around there, Fantastic Four and Rise of the Silver Surfer, oh my God, bruh. That was a start for me. Those really ingrained into my brain what I want to see and what I look forward to when I'm reading a Fantastic Four book. Those movies set the standard for me. Because I could never really get into the characters before that point. I started reading the books and finding myself liking Reed the most after watching those movies. And just to see my boy, speaking of Reed, Ioan Gruffud himself showing up. Like, bruh. Him coming on the carpet, or the premiere, excuse me, not the red carpet, the premiere to Fantastic Four. That just tells me right there that he knows what's up, because he did not show up for Josh Trank's movie at all. Like, it wasn't even, he didn't show up, and we heard nothing about him for the, you know, John Krasinski version showing up in what's it called? In the Multiverse of Madness. He was nowhere to be seen, and he wasn't nowhere around for Josh Trank. He might have been busy, whatever. My headcanon is he knew this wasn't it. But it's something about this movie that's got people coming out to woodwork. Not only was it just him, we had Michael Chiklis that commented on it, right? So we know that he still loves the character. We had Chris Evans in Deadpool as Reed, so they all loved us, and they would love to do these characters, man. You know what I mean? So we didn't hear anything from Jessica Alba. We probably won't, because she didn't seem too happy with the role, or at least the way they portrayed her. So we might not get nothing from her, which is fine. I get it. But man, like, to have them come out and show their love for these roles and their history that comes with them is just amazing. Just, chef's kiss. And to top it all off, just when I thought it couldn't get any more nostalgic, we had the OG cast from the 90s Fantastic Four movie, who I have not heard of since that movie, come out on the premiere and show up. Like, that's crazy work. It don't get no better than that, man. Like, these old school 2000 movies, I'm gonna make a video about it that's dedicated to the 2000 movies. These movies had some of the best casting in comics, period. We got some of the best castings that came out of those old movies. Yeah, the acting might not have always been there, and the writing is usually where they suffer. But when it comes to the casting, top tier. Tobey Maguire, top tier. For those of you who forget, Hugh Jackman was a 2000s casting, so he's not an MCU cast. Whenever I mention 2000, I mean anybody that existed before pre-MCU. So the pre-MCU universe, so like the Fox universe, pretty much, the Fox and Sony universe, top tier casting. We don't get those castings no more. Well, I don't think you'll ever get somebody that looks more like Reed than Ioan Gruffud. The closest I can think of is that dude from You. What's his name? I'll put a picture up of his face right now. I forgot his name, but the guy from You. I feel like if they were to do like an Ultimate Universe, which I think they should, I think we should get a whole Ultimate Universe of the MCU to give them the opportunity to mess up, make mistakes, and cast new people. They're having this issue where they want to continue the universe, but they don't want to recast people because it's really hard to replace some of these actors. We got Robert Downey Jr., who's like the epitome of Iron Man. You're not going to beat that. So what they can do, I would suggest going the Ultimate route. Start an Ultimate line of movies. Why not? You could start fresh, start clean. They said they don't want to bring Miles in because they have Tom Holland. Okay, start an Ultimate line. So when people go in there, we automatically don't expect to see the same actors. You know what I mean? You can see a couple of people over there, but just start an Ultimate Universe. It might not exist no more in the comics, but it can exist in the theater movies. Why not? Retell some of the old stories, you know what I mean? And just do different stuff. Just have an Ultimate version. And what you can do is that's how you cast different actors without it being weird. You know what I mean? You can have that's probably where we would have got the Tom Cruise Iron Man from, or some shit like that. But just try something like that. Just cast a whole different set of people, but just call the movies Ultimate. Say Ultimate Fantastic Four or Ultimate Avengers, things of that nature. I think that would be a good idea. I really think that was separated because I really want to get Ioan Gruffud back, man. I don't want to hear about he's too old because Pedro Pascal is the same damn. What, they're 2 years apart. That there's no visual difference between them. If anything, Ioan Gruffud was in better shape face wise. You know what I mean? Dude really takes good care of himself. So recast him as Reed, man. Put him back in, and we want to see him back on the screen. He cares about it enough to show up to the premiere. I would hope that he would take the part again. I'm sure. I wonder if they asked him. I always wondered that. I used to have this conversation with my dad because he always wanted Ioan Gruffud to come back. And I always would counter with him that, well, maybe he didn't really want to come back as a character. But after seeing him at the premiere, I don't know. Maybe he does. We got John Krasinski, who just wanted to do it. He just got a cast. They killed him off. He wasn't going to be permanent. Let's get Ian permanent. You know what I mean? They did it with Chris. Chris wasn't going to stay, so he got killed off. I want to see a permanent Ioan Gruffud. I don't want him to get some bullshit ass gory death either. I want him to come back. I'd even be down for Michael Chiklis. Sure not. They love it enough. Let him do it. Why not? If at least voice acting, if they're going to go the 3D route, let him voice act the character. He can do that for years. I don't know. I feel like they're just, the potential for the Fantastic Four is not being tapped in. You know what I mean? They're just not doing enough with the characters. They're just there. People are already, you know, they seem to have an issue with the Avengers and casting and unable to sell them unless it's Robert Downey Jr., Chris Evans, and Chris Hemsworth. So this is your time to start digging into your other teams. You have the Young Avengers. You see they went into the Thunderbolts, so they got the right idea. I want to see, so I hope we really get a lot with this Fantastic Four. You know what I mean? They're already 50. We probably only got 10 more years out of Pedro Pascal before he starts having to take different type of roles. He can't take these type of roles because he's already an older guy. He's already in his 50s, so we're not going to have some old man Reed. So I get it, but he's 50, so there's no reason not to give Ioan Gruffud some chance. We've been sitting around for, 20 years, 15 years? He was in his 30s when he started doing this, so I would say, or 40s, late 30s or 40s. He looks way younger than that. So I don't know. But I'm just so happy to see this dude back. I cannot wait to see this movie. I will be dropping a review on this channel, so look out for that. I'll have a spoiler review, so I'm going to wait to drop it. Actually, no, I will drop it. I'll just give you guys a warning, but I will have a spoiler review. I'm not going to dance around the topic, but I'm almost sure I'll like it more than I like Superman. But yeah, that'll be it for this one, guys. I just wanted to tell you how I felt about this. I just saw this on Twitter and I had to post it. I'm like, oh my God, bro. I have not seen or heard from him when it comes to the Fantastic Four or Reed Richards in literally since the movie he did way back when, which is easily over 10 years ago. So we love to see Ioan Gruffud. I hope one day I can meet this guy. And yeah, that'll be it for this one, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think down below about this. Do you guys love those early pre-MCU movies? I do. I love them. They have beautiful charm. I'll be making a video about those in the future. But until next time, guys, rating out.